Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things just as receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's second down from the 28. Back to throw. Cochran. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They'll run on first down. Cleary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Cleary. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw on second down, Cochran. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cochran. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset. Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cochran. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing on first down. Dawson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
132-2.
Off the bootleg. Dawson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Clayton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Clayton, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Single receiver. Hey, ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Cochran got his man complete over the middle. That's Reese. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. On 1st down, Cleary. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Dawson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Clayton. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 1st and 10, Dawson. Over the middle, complete. It's Clayton. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their path.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Exit, exit.
Ready.
On first down, Dawson. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
Keep it rolling, baby. Keep it
And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to the air on second down. Cochran firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Cochran throwing left side. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on first down. Cochran. This to Arnold on the short pass. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let him know, let him know. What?
Looking to throw. Cochran. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reese. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Baker Mayfield, a touchdown pass in that first half. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half for the end?
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Dawson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of mid. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run on first down. Clayton. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On second down, Winslow. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On first down, Winslow. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the bootleg, Dawson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This is fielded at the goal line. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's a gain of 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cleary. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run on first down. Cleary. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Here I come.
Ready.
From the gun, Cochran. He gets it to Thomas. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Back now in Houston, a lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On fourth down, Cochran.
Check 15.
And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the con.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, you know, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
On first down, Cochran, and Thomas has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cochran. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
To throw again, Cochran. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Cochran. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Cochran. Over the middle, complete. It's Reese. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cochran. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reese. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down. Cochran. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Looking to throw. Cochran. This will be caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
60 outlaw.
Operating from the gun. Cochran. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Cochran. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys.
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle. They're all finished in the game up in Minneapolis. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing to start the drive. Dawson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. On 1st down, Winslow. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Dawson. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Come on, set.
This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dawson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no
Maybe
doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the 49ers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.